scored the last 5 in the quarter after Dallas had climbed out of a 9-point hole, and they're starting to shoot a lot more threes this year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been a trend throughout his career, but up to over 10 a game this year, and Lillard shoots over 11 a game. Luka inside for a corner 3 on the drive and kick. It was an excellent find, and the Trey is hit after the ball, and it's picked up by J. Rich. Running the floor, Hardaway and Cleveland. Chance to go back in front. Hardaway inside, foul on the pass. Melo to Luka on the switch. 5 left on the shot clock in the paint. Luka, oh, what a move! A thing of beauty.
Trick back and then to go forward. And at this stage in Melo's career, he doesn't want that kind of smoke.
For 3, McCollum.
That was a bad time for him to be wearing skis, man. That was tough. Some condensation out there.
Good defense that time by Covington as Luka crossed over and tried to drive it. Covington stayed with him. And here is McCollum on the dish over to Melo. And Melo trying to draw a foul, and his air ball comes right down to McCollum, who misses inside.
Man, there's nothing more than Nurkic reacting to every non-call at the top of the screen on the other end of the floor.
McCollum a little bit too physical with Luke go down like Paul George did on Wednesday, but there's still a lot of game left. Mid-range.
I thought you said he tripped.
He went down a couple of times, right?
Yeah, he did. It was more than once. That's exactly. I saw a bunch of them on the highlights on NBA TV the other night.
Now Melo in the paint and scores on that shot to give him 27,000 points in his career. The 11th player to reach that plateau.
I was just going to say, he's the 11th all-time scorer, right, in the NBA.
Yep.
Always been able to get buckets. Say what you want about Melo. Out of the league just last year before Portland picked it up.
Burke, a pull-up, and good. See a familiar name on the scoring list, and we'll show you how far Melo is from 9 and 10 on the list. Maybe catch him this year, we'll see. Saved in by Covington after stepping into the passing lane.
Stats and numbers, but the game is about scoring, man.
Yep.
And when guys score it,
like Luka just did.
Wait, to get 2 right there, follow.
It is, as we often say, you know, there's all those other things in the game. Deodorant, the shot making is the deodorant. So there will be games of stops. Whoever has the most defensive stops wins, but that never translates to an actual game.
It certainly doesn't.
They haven't had one of those yet.
First one to 20 stops wins.
As we said off the top, defenses made some strides. Held the Clippers to 89. Held Denver 15 points below their average on Saturday as McCollum lets a rip and hits another 3.
So he's ready to get back into this thing. I think he was 6 and 25, in the last 2.
Burke got tripped a little bit by Rodney Hood coming through on the baseline. McCollum leads all scorers with 16. Leading Dallas, Luka with 12. Flipped it, eyes in the back of his head to an open Tim Hardaway Jr.
We're always talking about who Luka reminds you of. That was Pistol Pete right there. That was Pistol Pete.
You know who Luka reminds me of? Luka. Yeah.
I do it.
A class of his own.
Yeah, he is.
Cantor on the follow. No. Luka against Melo. 4-3. Rebound by Robert Covington. Powell defending. Well, shot fake and then a foul. 16,006. And I got something for you, man.
What you got for me?
So this week, when Dame had 50 on Tuesday night, and then Harp and both teams played hard, Rasheed Wallace.
The problem with it, Dame is probably going to play another 10 years. So it is what it is.
Corner 3, Porzingis no good.
Oh, boy.
McCollum's the guy tonight, though, when you're talking about offense for the Blazers. He's the one leading the way. 6 for 11, 16 points. Looking for 2 more. Good defense by Porzingis. Defensive rebound. Derrick Jones Jr. is back in the game. We just saw 1 of 2 on the line by Melo, and that's the difference in the game. Cantor with the ball. Gives it to McCollum. Pocket pass to a rolling Cantor, and he almost shoots 60% from the floor this year.
Yeah, and you know what? He can actually make some shots outside. I mean, he's great around the rim, but he's not a limited offensive player by any stretch.
Powell the drive, found Porzingis, deep in the shot clock, turn around for the elbow. Nope. Still looking for his first made field goal, just 2 points at the line. Cantor, deep in the paint.
Excellent post-up player with his back to the basket.
Portland has scored. Trent Jr. was on the free throw line shooting. Luka! Hello, Wenda.
There's another tech on the Mavs.
Check him out of here.
Because Dame was just checking in. You can't check in and shoot a technical foul. Which is why they didn't have a 94% free throw shooter.
Well done. Cantor using his strong body.
He'll allow you to score, but he can certainly score himself. I beat you to that. I know you wanted to say that.
But you are spot on. He is a special offensive player around the basket. And he is a special outside shooter. The he I'm speaking of, there he is.
On track early as Dame pulls up and knocks down the little mid-range jump shot that time. Got under the...
It started in the bubble last year, perhaps. When he
were absurd. He was just totally in control of all the game.
The game is on the line. You're either going to be the hero or the GOAT.
Yep.
And Rolando Blackman was coming through, and more times than not, you're able to come through when you take on that type of a mentality.
Yeah, well said.
The guy who spoke like that in his time with the Mavericks was Vince Carter as well.
Yeah.
He always used to talk about being willing to accept the pressure and responsibility of the last shot of the game.
That's tough to do.
Yep.
Easier said than done.
Stop and pop three, bullseye! Luka hits it, 2-point game.
Something else, man.
Speaking of somebody who's perfectly in his element when it comes to taking a last shot of the game.
There's no doubt about it.
Born for that.
Cantor missed. A three for the lead. Coming up just a little bit short from the left wing, Luka. 18 for Doncic in the first half. Hardaway has 12. And Lillard and McCollum each 16. Although Dame...
They keep this up.
Blazers average about 115, Mavs average about 111, but they are poised to eclipse that. See, he's down on himself.
They're going to be something to contend with. The Trailblazers are. They're a deep team, just like a lot of teams in the West.
Squaring up for three, Hardaway, that one no good. Rebound falls down to Lillard. Lillard thought about that long three that he's certainly not reluctant to take. Trent misses. 1 of 11 shooting performance last night.
Yeah, but he's had a good year, though.
Averaged 18 a game when he was starting when McCollum was out. Has Luka scored.
He's back tonight offensively.
A 20-point first half.
He and Tim Hardaway Jr. bend the Mavericks offense this season.
And the ball's out.
One of the top offensive scorers in the league in Dame Lillard.
Such infectious energy when he does something good like that.
That's contagious as well.
Screen by Hardaway. Cantor, the defender, on a switch. 4 seconds. Luka had him turned around and all the way to the basket. The soft touch.
That's funny.
Lillard fouled from behind.
No, the game, man, it's crazy how easy the game has become for Luka Doncic in the park with what he's doing.
Luka has 22. Dame has 22.
Bucket.
Luka a chance for the last shot. Oh, and close to banking.